band for me to wear so that the hotel clerk wouldn't suspect anything. Giles had gotten 2 bottles of champagne, and I took some food from Gloria's party, knowing that she'd never miss it. We were ready for our own party. The hotel room was quite nice, but that wasn't really what we were interested in. As soon as we got into the room, Giles opened one of the bottles and poured champagne. We were already a little high from the vodka punch we drank at Gloria's party, and excited to be in our very own hotel room. As we sipped champagne from the plastic hotel glasses, I sat on Giles' lap and we started to kiss. Well, you remember how that was. Before long, he had his hand inside my blouse and was feeling me up through my bra. We were so used to making out with a crowd around us that it took a while for us to realize that we were free to do whatever we wanted. I said, "Why don't you take it off me?" And he did, unbuttoning the blouse with one hand while he was still feeling my breasts with the other. My nipples were so hard, I thought they would burn holes in my bra. I wanted to take everything off, so I stood up and removed my skirt. I started to pull down my half slip, but Giles stopped me. He said that he wanted to look at me like that for a while. He sat back in the hotel chair and just stared while I turned around in a circle. It wasn't the first time he had seen me in my slip and bra. Sometimes, when my parents were out, we'd fool around at my house. But we were always worried about getting caught, and this night we didn't have anything to worry about at all. We really were enjoying the feeling of freedom. After a while, I took off the slip and stood there in my bra and panties while he looked. I was wearing really brief bikinis, flesh-colored. Even though my pubic hair is blonde, I knew that he could see it through the material, because I'd put them on and looked at myself in the mirror lots of times. It made me so excited to see how hard he was staring at me. But then I wanted to see him too, so I told him to stand up and take off everything but his underwear. Ooh, it was something. His penis was so hard that it stood straight out in front of him, stretching the fabric of his white shorts, and his pouch made a sexy bulge. We put our arms around each other and pressed our bodies together while his tongue went deep into my mouth. He's taller than me, so I could feel his penis pressing against my belly. I wiggled a little to rub my breasts against his chest. His fingers were trembling as they worked to unhook my bra. To this day, I get a wild sensation just thinking about how it felt when he finally got it open and my breasts tumbled out. He tossed the bra to the floor and moved himself back and forth, stroking my nipples with the hair on his chest. Then he stepped back and looked me up and down like he had never seen me before. Bending forward, he flicked the tip of his tongue over my nipples. When I put my hand inside his underpants, I was amazed at how warm and smooth the skin of his penis was. I had felt it before, of course, but this was different. It felt like a living creature, throbbing and pulsing with a life of its own. Oh, I wanted to feel it against my skin.